Wow, look at all of that beautiful sand. Yeah, okay. It's open now.
Through here? You are coming through so strong. Darling used this HRA to lock the door. I have to rip it off to get in. Are you sure? Okay, I'll be there. Hang on.
Okay, I'm feeling a little bit nervous about this, Jesse. Okay, well, there's no going back now.
Hi. I made
Hello.
it. This was a mistake.
I knew something was gonna... okay. I have no clue what's going on, but buttons are telling me to do this. So, this is what I'm doing. Oh my god, you guys! Yeah, truly, fuck off. Like, what is the reason to be this rude? And that's just because I hate you and the Federal Bureau of Control. No, don't hurt her sapphic spirit. So true. Leave Polaris alone. Wow. Cleanse the siphons. Oh, there's more. Pew pew pew. Okay, there we go. Oi oi oi. Two can play at this levitating game. Oh. Okay, there we go. You have to call Polaris the Sapphic Spirit at least once every stream. Yeah. I respect that. Themborn, I truly do. Ah! Come on, you guys. I'm trying to save my Sapphic Spirit or whatever. Okay, how do I get higher? There we go. Stop being lesbophobic! I see how it is. They've captured this giant lesbian spirit. They have her in chains. Polaris is a friend of the moon, if you know what I mean. Oh, is that all, or are there more? Oh, Jessie, you doing okay? Yeah, that was just a neck crack. Okay. I thought she was about to faint or something. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Sorry, now I just feel like I need to be listening to, like, metal or an emo music when I'm fighting. God, you guys, this is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous how much you hate lesbians. Federal Bureau of Control. I see you. Federal Bureau of Heterosexuality. Come on, there we go. A follower of Saluna, exactly. It's all adding up. Reach Polaris. You know I will. I don't know how, but I will. Hey, Polaris. How's it going, girl? Eek. I assume that I need to reach the triangle-shaped hole, so let me rethink this. To the next platform. Yeah, you know, the moon, stars, it's all very gay. So everything really is adding up in that sense. Okay, no, there's some higher platforms I can go onto to reach her. Okay, let me... Ah! Whoopsie. Get onto that one, and then this one. There we go. And there we go. Made it. Shit. Polaris, no!
Poster comes down, and there's nothing there. It's just the cell. And
oh, Jessie.
I was wrong. There was never anything there. Please, are you there?
Oh.
Let me sleep. I just want to sleep. Now let me sleep.
That has to be so devastating for her. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. What? 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 I'm sorry, I'm shocked. Is that the end of the fucking game? What is happening? Oh my god, you guys, what is happening? What the fuck is happening right now? I looked away for 1 second to my other monitor, and then I looked back and this was happening. Hello? No, no, that's not the end of the game. They're doing a thing. They're doing one of those things where they trick me.
Federal Bureau of Control, how may I help you?
I need those field reports typed up and in management's hands.
What?
The Bureau's the best at what it does. Protecting everyday Americans from farm.
Here's the new girl, standing around daydreaming when she should be getting work done.
What?
How does she think she is? The director?
Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck, you guys? Take control. Oh my god, coffee. Oh my god, what the hell? Look at this coloring. I'm in a nightmare. No, stop it. Stop it. I'm not doing bureaucratic tasks at the Federal Bureau of Control. No, I'm literally in a nightmare.
New here.
Stop.
You're dismissed.
Glad to be of assistance.
This is literally a fucking... This is an absolute nightmare. I'm in the Stanley Parable.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Fine. Now get out of here.
No
Oh my
problem.
god, not an office assistant at the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm bewildered.
I've got nothing more.
That completely shook me.
That'll be all.
My pleasure.
Oh my god, Jesse, no. Don't brown nose these assholes.
Don't let it go to your head.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god, mail delivered. Now I have to carry all of this coffee at the same time? People are monsters. Oh no, I'm tidying up the coffee cups. They're empty.
I'm sorry, sir.
More mail to deliver. Oh, I'm in hell. I'm in hell.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Deliver mail? It's endless. Oh my god, scan the forms. Well, you're done. Another game beaten. I was fooled for a solid second there. I was. Oh my god, this is literally... This is hell. I'm Sisyphus with his rock.
No, he's not in. No, not today. A research
Oh my god, no. What? No, it's endless form scanning and endless coffee cup tidying and endless mail delivering. I can't do this. Where are the rest of the coffee cups, by the way? I'm trying to clear up the coffee cups, but like, where the fuck are they?
It's on the desk. I'll get it done right now.
There we go. Okay, more coffee cups. This is like... I'm sorry, this is crazy. This is crazy! Can't do this. It's gonna tidy more coffee cups. I can't. How about kill me? End my suffering. This bed we made is a game that is on our list. Deliver the director's mail to his office. Yeah, me and Charlotte are thinking of playing this bed we made soon, actually. Maybe next month. Haven't played it yet. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm glad I figured that out because I was like,
Are you sure you are not lost?
Hey, Artie.
Maybe you can find yourself in the director's office.
Literally the color like drained out of her face. And out of the environment.
Great. I was just waiting for my mail. Just, please, take the outgoing mail as well. Thank you.
What is happening? I don't like this. No, this isn't me. I'm not me. I can't.
What the fuck?
Why can't I feel you? Oh, I've forgotten something. I can't think. Oh, I'm lost. Where are you? I can't feel anything. I don't want to be alone here.
Oh, Jesse.
What is this? I want it end. Wake up, please. I want to go home.
Oh, Jesse. You're breaking my heart.
We haven't got all day.
She sounds so sad, poor thing. I mean, yeah, this is a horrible situation. Endless fucking nightmare.
Why do they keep you around?
That is a person with a bag on their head. A naked person with a bag on their head.
Don't let it go to your head.
What, that I'm delivering mail?
Don't let it go to your head.
You're dismissed.
Everyone is like talking with such disdain towards her, which is pretty much how people treat people in these positions. So, there you go. Hey, you don't look so good. It's interesting because it is kind of like implying like, okay, that... Ooh. Years of misconduct on the director's part, did you say? Interesting. What was I gonna say? Like, that she's meant to be the director and that, like, she will find herself in that role, but I don't
You should keep trying.
agree with that.
You are getting closer.
I need to go inside. I need to keep moving.
Okay, I need his mail. Or something to be able to get in there. Because it's like, who Jessie is isn't the director, you know what I mean? She hates the Federal Bureau of Control. But it's kind of like I was saying before about, like, how... I'm trying to remember. What did I say before?
The director is crazy. Insane. Trench is growing more and more out of hand.
Right, like how it would make sense that she would be getting groomed into this place because of like how alone and directionless she was, and how they kind of like made her feel like she was questioning her own reality and like all of that crap. It must be so like devastating and so isolating to feel like the only person that she did have was Polaris, and now Polaris is gone and now she's completely like alone in a way that, you know, they're talking about Trench as the new director, I think. Emily! She doesn't remember me. I can't talk to her.
Time is money.
Well, where do I deliver the rest of the mail? I'm trying to
Why do they keep you around?
figure that out. Oh, here we go.
Doesn't she know how dangerous that director is? He's unstable. He'll tear her apart.
She's going to the old director's office. They've been working together. She would be in on it.
The old director's office. Okay, so Trench is the old director.
We've been invaded. I must act. I have a plan. An answer. I'll take the slide projector to the nostalgia department. I'll turn it on. I'll bring the hiss in. I'll fix this. I can hear them plotting against me. We've been invaded, corrupted. I've lost Darling. He was the first to go. He's been exposed to Hedron's resonance. It controls him now. It controls everyone who wears the amplifier device. I ordered them not to use
Oh.
the damn things.
Oh,
They didn't listen.
interesting.
Hedron corrupted the Bureau. They'll never be people again. They're either dead or they're monsters. I'll stop them. I have a secret ally. The Nostalgia Department. I have my own slide for the projector. I took it. A memento. An ordinary. After the girl burned them. It's burnt, but it'll work. The hiss will save us. lost my train of thought. It's confused, like somebody switching channels too fast. I see so much, but it's too fast. On the expedition through the slide, something got into my ear, and it hurt at first. But then it didn't. It started as a distant whisper, like something you hear in a dream. A faraway voice calling you to wake up. I'd open my eyes with those words still on my lips. In the dream, they had made perfect sense, but awake, they're like a foreign language, already forgotten. Then the sense of loss hits, like losing a child, like losing yourself. You see, I was being taught a song, a poem, a prayer that would light up my world and make me break through, make all this pain worth it. Something once lost was found, and it made a home in me. A spring with, like, waves carving me and making me see. And it grew until it filled me. And I receded deeper into myself, into this office, locked in this oldest house, which is my aging body. I stared in awe through the peephole, and I was filled with knowledge and made better. You know, I often feel like I'm being watched. Yeah, like there's someone watching me. They can see me, but I can't see them. I remember it was like this dream I had last night. See, there was this man here in this very room, and then sometimes he was a plumber unclogging the drain, and then, because there was a fish stuck there.
I'm not 100% sure how long this is going to go on for, but I'm curious about.
He was an old god, you see, and he had put the fish there in the first place to keep the waste. There was rising waste from leaking out, so he was conflicted, but he knew many things, but he was also sort of senile, like me. It was more like a riddle or an omen. It wasn't a very good one or an interesting one, but I get so confused so easily. It's so very hard to follow everything that's happening.
You okay, my guy? He is not okay. Okay, there we go. We reached it. Okay, that was your mail.
I won't let them win. That's how it happened. The hiss got Trench first. He turned on the projector. He let them in. I have to remember the hiss. The hiss is the enemy. This is all inside my head. The hiss burrowing in. I'm trapped in here. They're
Oh, hey, Charlotte. You've caught me in the middle of an existential nightmare.
Stops now.
Oh, yeah, okay, I can just go straight to the director's mail now instead of having to fucking do all of these, nightmarish Sisyphean, office assistant tasks. That's just another Sunday for me, yeah. So true. Okay. So that's happening to that person. Director's office, please. Watched a bit of the first stream. Not got the full context, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Yeah, okay, you might get the ending, spoiled for you, but that's
I will
okay.
fight this. I will find a way to push them out.
Okay, let's go, Jesse. Let's fucking go! Hey, Artie.
Welcome back. I knew I chose a good assistant.
Yay, he's proud of me. That's all I've wanted from this experience.
I need my gun.
I feel like you're projecting onto me, sir. Oh my god, okay, as I've just learned from Mulholland Drive, I'm just queering chronological narratives. So true! I am incredibly excited to talk to you about Mulholland Drive, so... Like, I'm trying to play it cool, but like, it truly is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, I have so... Like, I love that movie so much! And I'd love to talk about that movie, so... I'm excited. Okay, getting metatextual, are we? Okay, listen, this is interesting and all, but... It's just like a man to speak for this long and like never stop to ask me a question. I don't... It's, oh my god, just like a man. You wanna listen. You wanna smile. Ah! You said that before. Okay, buddy? There's no reason to be this rude. Okay, I think he's talking in circles, so I'm gonna grab my gun now. Kill him. Kill him!
Start at the beginning. I should have seen it earlier. This is my mess to clean up. My fight. No one else's.
Okay.
I am the director.
Okay, we're gonna come back to that.
Hello, this is Dr. Casper Darling. I have a classified message for the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. I have sad news. Pedrin is gone now, but it was not a source. It was a catalyst. Do you understand? You must go to my office, the endgame. It will be revealed.
Oh, we got a little nosebleed action. Which I feel adds to the lesbian theory because that's very like Max Caulfield core, you know what I mean? Okay, so they've just implied that like this is somehow like circular or chronologically nonsensical in that Jessie showed up here, killed Trench, and then forgot that she killed Trench, and then showed up here, and which is okay in terms of like Lynchian vibes, is very Lost Highway, which is super interesting. But yeah, I do have complicated feelings about like how aligned she has become with like the director position, because I feel like I really enjoyed how skeptical she was of it before and how it kind of positions you as the player in a certain way, and now I kind of feel like I don't know how to feel about that. How do I get to Darling's office? Do I just have to walk there? I can't believe this. I've gotten so used to the control points that now I have to walk like normal people. I can't even phase through time anymore. Okay, that's the director's office. Okay, wait. There, it looks like there is a control point in Central Executive, but I have to go to Executive Affairs. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. I have to find his office in Executive Affairs. Okay, so his office is somewhere down here, I guess. Central Executive that way. Shelter that way. Dr. Darling, where is your office? That's it. I was getting confused because obviously Darling is not the director, he's the head of research, but I got confused for a second because all of the white guys have similar titles and similar names. That's the toilet. This is the boardroom. That's an open door. Okay, hell yeah. This looks like Darling's office. Nothing to interact with, but we're going to the Ocean View Motel.
You're gone. Dead. I can't feel you. I can't. This is what Dylan wanted all along. But there's something. I can feel it, but I don't know what.
The motel is a place of power, of change, a place to pass through, connecting everything.
This is a dream inside my head. Why shouldn't it take me anywhere I want to go?
Oh my god, stop. Jessie Faden. Around one constant they revolved. Jessie Faden. And she's wielding her gun against the American flag. Visit ordinary, where nothing ever is. The oldest house. It's a shifting place. Polaris. Grow brighter. Okay, amazing. Yeah, we're gonna see where this goes, but I feel that the final verdict on the propaganda may be...
Really?
Oh my god, stop it! Oh my god, stop it. Is Dr. Darling a fucking... What?! I was gonna say in a fucking band, but this is a... Stop it! Okay, this is kind of amazing. Okay, it's kind of amazing. Stop it. Jessie. Wow.
This is so weird.
You're telling me, Jessie.
But it is my head. You are such a weirdo, Jessie.
Damn. Oh, there's a door with a picture of me on it. Oh, here we go. Doppelganger?
Grow brighter. Around one constant, they revolve.
Hedron is dead. But you're alive. Here. In me.
Aww.
Maybe Hedron put you in our heads when we met her. Maybe you were always there. And she was just trying to teach me how to trigger you. Maybe I'll never understand. Maybe I don't need to. Trench was the first to be corrupted by the hiss. Slowly, over the years. His need for control only made it worse. It was Trench who took the projector to the nostalgia department. He opened the door to the hiss. Just like that. With Hedron dead, the hiss tried to corrupt me too. But I'm stronger than them. We're stronger.
Okay. Love that for you. No, love that for you, Jessie, but...
They'll try to stop us.
Again, I'm... Like, where is it gonna land on the propaganda? Because... I do not want to be the director of the Federal Bureau of Control, you know what I mean? This is not like a one bad egg problem. I just want to be a janitor somewhere else. Like, I just want to...
My sister had this dream. Bad dream. And the whole world was dreaming with her. She convinced herself that she was awake. She's always been stubborn. I knew I had to end her dream. I had to wake her up. I had to rip down the poster she'd been staring at. Cut off her eyelids to make her see. To save her.
Hello. among the couch. Welcome. First time chatter, welcome to Game Assist. Thank you for joining the stream. Incredible timing. Well, there's the projector. We made it.
I know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside. I know, because that's how it was for me.
It's going pretty good, thanks. Yeah, finishing the main plot of Control today. Have definitely been enjoying this game. Think it's very fun and also cool, and pretty interesting. Okay. Where are you? Have you played this game before? Oh, do I have to beat you guys? Because I don't know if I can levitate that far. God, when I get my flying and my phasing back, I feel unstoppable. I just want to telekinetically throw objects at people, you know what I mean? Ooh. Okay. I loved the game mainly because everything is explainable through real physics, just really exaggerated. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I kind of like... I mean, I could appreciate that. For me personally, I don't even really mind if it didn't necessarily make sense. Okay, is this like endless waves, or... Even have a song and an OC based around this game. Nice. Oh, okay, yeah, so I did have to kill all of them to get my magic bridge. Amazing. More of you! Always trying to bring a girl down. Oh, you're not getting away that easily. I do have the melee attack, but I like never use it, so I just forgot I had it just then. Okay. I love the sound effect on that. I think it's so fun. Those walls are breaking apart real easy. Okay, I'm still hearing combat music, so... Where are ya? Who's throwing bombs at me? Oof. Come on. I will read your message in just a second, friend. Apologies. Somebody's still yelling. Where are ya? There you go. Down there. There we go. I think. Nope, I'm still hearing combat music. Oh, still hearing the combat music. Oh. Also, only just clocked that I'm back in my original outfit, which is fine, I guess, but I was enjoying my new outfits. Oh. There we go. Okay. Among the Couch says the telekinesis is based around acoustic levitation. I don't know what that is, but cool. And Polaris and the Hiss are wavelength-based living things. They are essentially living oscillation frequency, and they use a process called entrainment to get the job done. The Hiss tunes the brain to its frequency, forcing a complete destruction of the brain. You become a puppet, and Polaris meets you in the middle, so you are still you and it. Okay, I do not understand most of that, but that sounds cool, so I can appreciate it. Okay, where do I need to go now to get to where I'm going? Here? This way? Sorry, I'm definitely not a physics person, but I appreciate and respect the people who are. Okay, here we go. I'm going up there. Hello, Dylan. It's time to save my brother. That's what I came here for. I did. Okay. I really cannot stress this enough. Now that I have saved my brother, can I leave?
I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back.
The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
Okay, so I guess that's actually the ending of the game after they tried to trick me into thinking that the game ended earlier. Okay, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I do feel some type of way about her. Yeah, it being like, I am the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. This is my role now, and I've like embraced it, and like this is who I am. I don't like that. I mean, I've been expressing throughout this game, obviously, like my critique of the Federal Bureau of Control and the elements of the game that I think are interesting because they kind of make room for that critique, like the idea that it's a government agency with links to the FBI, the CIA, and the United States government that's kind of trying to control paranatural forces and keep them out of the hands of kind of everyday people and also foreign powers, quote unquote, or whatever. Like, that is something that is like there throughout the game. Like the game is planting all of these elements about the Federal Bureau of Control, but somehow, like, despite that, it feels like and Jessie herself is so, like, you know, she expresses very much like, well, and also we find out about the Prime Candidate program and the way that they've been like kidnapping and grooming children to turn into, you know, the director, and various like other kind of unethical activities that they've been involved in. So like it paints a picture of a government institution that is like evil, like very much in the same way that its like sister organization, the FBI, and it is, right? And in spite of that, these last couple of missions kind of seem to take it in a direction where it's like, oh, in spite of all that, even though this is like an institution that is like by all means complicit in like hurting people on an individual level, on a domestic level, on a global level, and keeping them from kind of controlling like their own destinies and having access to paranatural forces and so forth, like instead of like the US government kind of trying to control those forces for their own like aims, for some reason, like Jessie decides that she like identifies with this director role, and it feels like it's supposed to be like a very like positive or affirming ending in the way that it frames that, and that feels like really dissatisfactory to me. Yeah, I don't really like know how I feel about that. I don't think I like that that's the direction that they went in with that. I'd be interested to like hear other people's thoughts or reflections on like, I guess specifically the propaganda aspect of this story, because I think that for a huge amount of it I was like, oh, it feels like very critical, it feels like maybe it's like not going into kind of propaganda territory, but then it feels like this ending really pushes it in that direction and makes it ultimately feel like propaganda. And also the Alan Wake like DLC very much like felt that way, because of like, I mean, not to this extent, but like that whole thing about introducing this idea of like paracriminal organizations which are described as terrorist organizations, and we're kind of just supposed to, oh, hold on, you were the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. The crisis is not over. Your work is not done. Okay, we'll take a second to explore the like end of game features, but yeah, that was kind of something that was that felt like it was not interrogated at all. Like, we were just presented with this idea of like paracriminal terrorist organizations as something that we're supposed to take for granted as being like bad, evil forces that the Bureau of Control is supposed to like fight against. And I'm kind of like, what? Like, where did this come from? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And like, this feels so bizarre within the wider context. And so that element, and also this ending and the way that it's kind of framed, that, you know, Jessie has fulfilled her destiny as becoming like the director of the Federal Bureau of Control, is like not something that I particularly like. I don't know. I'm not vibing with that at all. Okay, we unlocked this new outfit, which is, I guess, supposed to be her director suit. We've got like a girl boss bun with like a pyramid clip, and we've got the Star Wars design again, but instead of that yellow suit, it's this black suit. So I guess that we've unlocked another outfit. I'm not sure how I feel about this outfit, but that's also partly because...
That's the name of the movie I was thinking of earlier.
Oh.
Not important, but that was it.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the central control point to see if there have been any other, Can I head back to Central Executives? Thank you. Get me out of this hellhole. See if I've unlocked anything extra by finishing the main story. Okay, the director's suit. I've got the director's suit, so that was unlocked by finishing the main story. And then obviously we have the candidate P7 thing. Office assistant. That's the outfit from the last suit. That's the golden suit that we unlocked from the luck and probability exercise. The fun Star Wars outfit from earlier. My Daiki expedition gear. My janitor's assistant outfit. Okay, I think those are all the outfits that you can unlock for this game. I do not want to be wandering around in the director's suit because I'm so, once again, deeply uncomfortable with being the director of the Federal Bureau of Control, and I reject this trajectory for this character. So I think I'm either gonna hop back into my janitor jumpsuit or my expedition gear, because I really enjoy those outfits. I feel like I don't know if I got enough time in my janitor outfit, so let's get the jumpsuit back on. Okay, and so I had one side quest left, which was to find Mr. Tomasi, and the Foundation must be the beginning of the other DLC. So yeah, I think that I'm definitely going to keep playing and play through the Foundation DLC, but I'm not necessarily going to do that today. I might run through the Tomasi side quest either today or tomorrow, but let's see. Twitching is making it a bit hard to keep track of what you're saying, but overall I'd say the framing is that Jessie is the one to make the Bureau better, especially after talking to everyone after beating the game. I will talk to the other characters, but like, I think that is fundamentally a problem, because, like, that is a propaganda narrative, like the idea that organizations like the police, like the FBI, like the CIA, like the military, they're not fundamentally bad organizations. It's just a case of, you know, bad eggs who are ruining, you know, the dish. It's just a case of, like, corruption, but if we weed out the corruption or we weed out the bad eggs, then we can make a better version of that organization. And it's like, no, that is still a form of propaganda, because it's trying to subsume, like, any critiques that you have of the institution under, like, the institution should continue to exist and it just needs to be reformed, rather than the institution should not exist at all. What the institution does is fundamentally, like, harmful and evil. And, you know, the police should not exist. It should be abolished. And it's not necessary or inevitable for the police to exist. And these kind of narratives perpetuate that. And it's the same with the FBI and the CIA, which are, like, forms of the police on federal and global levels. So I see what you're saying, but I would say that that is very much still propaganda, and I would still have, like, a real problem with that. But let's try and talk to some of the characters and see what they have to say about the situation. Let's talk to Emily.
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
They're still giving gay vibes, even if it's toxic. Toxic cop Yuri. Okay. Can I talk to her more? See if there are any new dialogue things that have come up.
I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful. You were right to shut it down.
Okay, yeah, so we can have some conversations with people. Let's see how that goes for a bit. Jesse as director.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like you just have been. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them.
Okay, but you see how you need to dismantle the organization. Jesse! Girl, you can't do this to me, Jesse.
When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was.
Then why did you stay here? This is the thing, you guys. Like, oh my god. Sorry, I am feeling a bit frustrated by this, like, framing and this kind of like direction that it's gone in at this point, because you like now they're like fully expressing like everything was morally repugnant. Like, yeah, but that is what this organization is like set up to do. So like, what is your intention for like quote unquote making this organization better? Like, how is that possible? What does that mean? Like, what are you even talking about? Because what the organization is set up to do is fundamentally like morally repugnant. There's just no way of running it that's like not that. Okay, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to see what they have to say. Trying to do that.
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that.
Well, I don't know. Like, you know, he did some things, but like they kidnapped him when he was a child, and then they tried to groom him to be like this fucking director. Like, they abused him and they groomed him, and that's like needs to be confronted and like reckoned with. Like, it's not his, like, he did things that were bad, and obviously you should take accountability for that, but like it's not all on him by any stretch of the imagination. The Bureau created these conditions. Weird take with these characters, honestly. Yeah, I agree. I think, like, I am finding it frustrating because I think, like, a lot of the content of the game and a lot of the setup, especially for Jessie as a character, was really, really interesting, and it was very, like, there is this tension between her being in this role of director and also, like, not wanting to be or rejecting it and rejecting the organization. So I just, yeah, I do feel like quite frustrated with where they've gone for her as a character, as well as like the kind of wider thing. HRA failure.
So there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
That explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
You. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this, and I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily.
It's worthy of note and something like quite interesting, because I do think that there's kind of like a girl boss feminism like angle going on here of like Darling entrenched with these like white men who ran the organization and like quote unquote in like a corrupt and morally repugnant way, as though that's not like fundamentally the nature of the organization. And now they've been kind of displaced by these two white women who are promising to like make the organization better. And there is a quite like liberal feminist, like girl boss feminist thing going on there, because Emily and Jessie have now literally supplanted Trench and Darling. And I think that potentially that's kind of like part of what the game is aiming for with that messaging, but again, it's like problematic. It feels like they were really trying to make some points, but they don't want to follow them through to the end. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm like, I don't necessarily want to read intent. It's hard for me to like figure out like what they're even trying to do with this. I think now that we've gotten to the end, I do feel like it has got like a liberal like slant to it, clearly, because it's still naturalizing like you know, federal agencies and the kind of like violence that they enact through different forms of police work, in this case like paranatural policing or whatever the fuck. But like, you know, these women are in charge now, so they're gonna make it like better and blah blah blah. And I do think that not only is that like obviously like a narrative trope that we need to kind of be wary of and criticize like wherever we see it, but I do think I can see how, you know, in the DLC that I played last stream, they kind of set it up as a teaser for Alan Wake 2, and I do wonder, like, I've seen that Control 2 I think might be in the works, and I wonder how much they set up the ending this way because they wanted to work on a sequel, or because they wanted to entice people into playing more games. And fundamentally, if you end with the dismantling of the Federal Bureau of Control, even though that is a much better like ending in a lot of ways, like you wouldn't have the setup for extra games, because people play the game and they're like, fun game where I have telekinetic powers and go pew pew, and how can I do that if I'm not the director of the Federal Bureau of Control? You know what I mean? So I think that there's a sense in which the kind of like profit motive and the games industry under capitalism aspect is kind of like marrying with the liberal messaging of the game there. I would say that's my interpretation. They voted Kamala derogatory? Absolutely. They did. I wanted to think that Jessie was better than that, because I thought I've really enjoyed her as a character and found her like really interesting, and I think part of my frustration is that I really hate that they have done this with her character, who I think is better than this.
I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Since they arrived, his have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Okay, that's everything I could talk to Emily about.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Okay, just kiss already.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
My waveform of the hiss recording.
God damn it. I still think that they should kiss, even if they've become toxic, liberal, cop lesbians. Themboard says, there is something in the Foundation DLC that I'm curious on your take, but it's possible to miss it. Hard to say without spoiling, except don't go into the boss fight guns blazing is all I'll say. Okay then, Born. Thanks for flagging that. I will be playing the Foundation DLC. I'm not going to do that today, but I will do another stream where I will play the Foundation DLC. So this isn't the last Control stream, because I do want to play all of the content before I have kind of my final evaluation, but let's see if we can talk to Arish about anything.
Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
Arish's future.
So, what's next for Simon Arish?
Well, first off, I'm banning all slide projectors. That's it. Seriously, though, we need to review our protocols. Research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire Bureau, fuck it, the entire fucking world, without some serious oversight.
I think Pope would agree. Certain people in the Bureau have been working in the shadows for too long.
And I'd like to make these HRAs part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better safe than sorry.
I don't think anyone will complain. Not after this.
Right, and now Arish is being like, these are the policy changes that I'm going to make the organization better. I'm also really glad that you're here, Charlotte, because even if you don't catch the full thing of the game, then, of course, we are currently working on our David Lynch project together, where we talk about David Lynch's influence on games and kind of do a political analysis of that. But I feel like you've caught some of the most crucial moments of the game in that regard, so that's great. Jesse as director, what's your opinion about that, Arish?
What are your thoughts on me serving as director?
Well, I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine, but you pulled us back from the brink. Well, I'm honored to serve, man. I mean, fuck, shit. Phaeton. Sorry.
He'll get it one day. So, what's the situation in my bureau, Arish?
The situation is we are still up to our eyes in Hiss. Not to mention the months of repairs it's gonna take just to get this place up and running again.
But is it doable?
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench once they're done hunting Hiss.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using the slide projector?
Salvador never did, but I doubt he even knew. But I'm well aware that it's our job to study and contain the things that we don't understand, but some of the things that Darling did were way outside of our mission statement. Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever going to end one way. At least Pope seems to understand that.
Well, it's secure now. No one can reach it without my say-so.
But thank Christ for that.
Yeah, but again, like, why are none of you questioning the fundamental mission of finding these things and containing and controlling them to keep them away from foreign powers and also to gaslight the entire population into thinking that paranatural forces don't exist? Like, why are you not questioning that mission? It's fundamentally evil.
Marshall's been missing for a while now. Any ideas where she could be?
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the Atlas. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on something.
Did you ask where she was going?
Whew. Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating, you know? But, she was by herself, if that helps at all.
Not really, but thanks. Hopefully she turns up.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Is there anyone else I can talk to? I've talked to Emily and Arish. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that I can talk to now that the thing is over. Like, I guess potentially I could talk to Dr. Underhill, but...
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altogether.
Oh, yeah, I think I've listened to that already. Yeah, I could talk to Underhill down in, the, wherever the fuck she is, the, like, mold research place. But I don't think there are any other characters I could talk to around here, right? Like, I've just got my, I guess now, head of security and head of research. So... the root fungus doctor and Langston. I forgot about fucking Langston. Yeah, okay, let's talk to those guys then. Let me just upgrade my levitate a bit more. You guys know how much I love that power. think that Lotus was right that the the mods, the weapon mods and stuff is like not my favorite aspect of the gameplay. Because I could never really like wrap my head around it, but okay. I don't think it's like very intuitive or fun. So I'm trying to remember, but she is in the near the Astral exhibition, right? Dimensional Research, Astral, Active Threshold, the Pit, Central Research, Astral exhibition, mirror test, Active Threshold sub-level. Yeah, I want to say she was near the Astral exhibition. But let's go talk to Langston first. It's easier to find him. Thanks for reminding me about Langston Themborn.
This paranatural power contained in one place is a risk.
Yes!
Makes me wonder what other dangers are locked away inside the Bureau.
Exactly! That's part of why the Bureau shouldn't exist! Jesse, you're killing me, Jesse.
How the hell did an astral spike end up in the archives? But poor Hello, ma'am. I heard about your little tussle over in nostalgia. So, good house cleaning and things will get back to normal, right? Right? I mean, are normal, anyway.
Situation report, please, Langston.
Can I get a situation report for the sector?
Whew, okay, we still have to perform a proper inventory of the cells. Lord knows how many altered items snuck out during all this. Staffing. We definitely lost some people. Gonna have to hit those college career fairs, am I right?
Hard to imagine the FBC at job fairs.
Well, the fucking military and the police do it.
Fix it, but the containment sector is stable-ish.
Considering the alternative, I'm happy with stable-ish.
Okay, what do you think about me as Director Langston?
Any thoughts on me serving as director? I know it was a sudden change.
Oh, no complaints so far. Trench was all secrets, lots of meetings behind closed doors. You seem much more approachable. But if I can give you some advice, ma'am, keep a grip on who you are. I've been here a long time, and I don't know if it's the job or this place, but people change here, and not for the better.
I'll try to keep my head on straight.
Again, I don't know how many times I need to say this to you guys. Maybe the Bureau is evil.
Will you stay on after things calm down, Langston?
Are you asking if I'm quitting? Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not having some mid-level agent make a mess of my panopticon. Plus,
wow.
I'm racking up serious overtime hours with this lockdown. Just don't take too long clearing out the hiss. My cat gets separation anxiety.
Aww.
I'll do what I can.
He must have gotten a pet sitter.
Truly.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here.
Themborn has pointed out that Artie is on vacation, so we can't talk to him, which is horrible. The only person... Okay, I guess besides from Emily, even if Emily is my problematic girlfriend, that I want to talk to in this place is gone. Okay, let's try and find the root doctor. Okay, I don't want to be the sub-level, I want to be... on the active threshold. I think. Yeah. This looks right. Yeah. have Jesse's girl stuck in my head right now. God damn it. How do I find a woman like that?
Do you need something?
Yeah, your opinion.
I assume you'll be staying with us until the mold is eradicated.
Indeed. Until I find a permanent resolution to this pesky fungus business, I'll be here. Perhaps even beyond that, seeing as you are quite unstaffed at the moment. Though I hardly have a say in my own comings or goings. Your oldest house won't open the exits until those hiss monstrosities are cleared out.
Glad to have you along for the ride.
Do they have food and water in here?
Will the mold be under control anytime soon?
We were barely containing it with weakly controlled burns. Just look at how it has spread after a few days of non-interference. It's beyond the threshold now. The floodgates are open.
So that's a no.
Americans.
Okay, what do you think of me as director, asshole?
With Darling gone, I'm putting Emily Pope in charge of the research sector. Are you okay with that?
Perfectly. You have pulled Excalibur from the stone, and now decree as you see fit, O Queen. What a true meritocracy we live in.
Glad to hear it.
State of the research sector.
I had a dream. Or something like one. Darling was there. He told me something, but I can't remember what. I think he's gone.
Right. Well, he's never where one expects him to be, is he? Well, thank God. I can finally stop writing these tedious reports that I'm sure he never even took the time to glance at. If you speak to him again, can you tell him I hope he found what he was looking for.
I'll try.
I should be getting back to work.
Well, that was a really delightful conversation.
Underhill, if you please.
I'm so glad that that is the one that I saved for last. Let's head back to the control point, and then I might start wrapping up today's stream. Oh, hold on, let me catch up on some of these bits. Variants and alterations. Analysis of his threat, part 5. Confidential document compiled by Emily, Pope by the order of director Jesse Faden. His corruption manifests in vastly different ways. Some hosts remain largely unchanged, while others are barely recognizable as human. What determines this level of alteration? Is it the duration of corruption? It could simply be an evolutionary process, each entity representing a stage of growth in an undiscovered linear progression, leading towards what? Additionally, his entities possess various paranatural abilities. How could they have achieved this? Did they gain them from corrupting objects of power? Have they corrupted a single highly talented para-utilitarian and divided their access to paranatural abilities across the network of his corrupted hosts? As a scientist, I am hindered by the sheer number of questions. It's difficult to identify where one should begin. What is the most pertinent question? How do we kill it? That seems like a good start. Refer to file redacted for full report. Director Faden, photograph. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Jesse Faden. Okay, I guess. Slide projector. Containment procedure redacted, which is really useful. The object is a redacted with a vertical tray. The object creates redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 26.1 for more details. The only redacted to successfully produce this effect resulted in the capture of redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 26.3 for more details. Object has not been successfully bound. The power utility of this object does not require binding. Discovered when the Bureau responded to redacted. See AWE 24 case file for more information. Many of the accompanying redacted were redacted. See files on P6, P7 for details. The entirety of the redacted was transported to the Bureau for examination to find additional redacted or other altered materials. Wow, that was really informative. Trench, Bureau funding. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Oh my god, this is the song that Darling was singing in Jesse's head. And that's the security order from Salvador. And we got a couple of hotline messages, so let's check them out.
Reflection trapped in the darkness of the coffee I nurse. Rain turned the lights of the city into a mosaic on the windows. The day's paper lists all the things wrong in the world. The list grows longer by the day. The difference between the morning and the night: coffee, whiskey, no other difference. The alarm goes off at 5 a.m. Feels like I just closed my eyes. It's dark. I sit up on the bed in the gloom. I get up, I shower. The driver waits for me downstairs, takes me to the oldest house. An old man stares at me in the car window. It's raining. It's dark. Late at night, he brings me back here. It's not a home. It's a room where I sleep in, waking up just as tired as I was before going to bed. Endless grind.
Great. Thanks for that, Trench. They look, oh my god, just like white men who look the same. What am I supposed to do? The hiss is removed / silent from the astral plane. You have proven / beaten the not you. We like / tolerate you very much. You are prepared / unprepared for what comes next. We will speak again. In the future / expansion. Good work / victory, Director. It's another kind of like meta-textual nod to like there would be DLCs, lol, or potentially sequels. How do I get close to the turntable? I might see if I can resolve the Tamasi issue before ending the stream so that next stream I can just focus on the foundation. Okay, so I have to go down to the turntable. No, that seems like not the direction I want to go in. I love knowing where I'm going. Okay. Yay, stairs. Stairs? No, this is taking me further away. How do I get inside the turntable though? maybe I need to go to the ordinary AWE transit corridor instead. Apologies. Okay, I don't know if this feels like the right direction. Yeah, that's going towards the AWE. And I want to go to the turntable. Okay. Okay, Slay. This feels like the right direction.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years.
Okay, I think I've heard that already. Turntable, yay! I love being able to navigate. Wow, I love it when I can throw an entire trash can at a man and kill him. Okay. Get me to the turntable, babes. Okay, it said that the turntable was up here, right? Yeah, turntable up there. Oh, there's an elevator. There we go. I am going to be running around in my janitor outfit out of disdain for this whole situation of being director. Okie dokie. So, transit corridor. Oh my god, how do I get to the freaking turntable? So I just came down through that elevator. And this passageway is probably leading me in the wrong direction, right? Or is it... No, okay, this is the right way to go. Okay, perfect. Perfect? Amazing. Okay, up the stairs. And here we are at the turntable. Oh, I forgot about those guys. Yeah, forgot about them. Whoopsie. I thought, oh, it's making weird sounds. Tomasi must be down there. But I guess not. It's the fucking evil bulls. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, though. Right? Like... must be. This is the bridge operator room. He's not gonna be in some like random obscure room, is he? Yeah, it's the back of the transit corridor, so... I feel like this area has like a boss battle arena vibe, so... Where is he? Oh. There he is. I guess he was at the Sterling AWE. Long time no see, Mr. Tomasi. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the explodey guys. It's always the fucking explodey guys cramping my style. Someone exploding on me again. Let me just sit on this rock for a second. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was a lot of blood. That didn't look good. There he is. Oh, he's got his fucking shields back up. Okay, you are really cramping my style. Oh. I do think that, you know, off stream there may be times where I decide to crank the difficulty back down. But I must say that difficult does not necessarily make a game fun, because I do feel like I think there's a certain point where kind of like being too overpowered like stopped being fun, but being a little bit overpowered is kind of like it does feel fun. When I play this game and I have like some of the accessibility features turned on so that it's like it's just a little bit easier to play, it still does feel fun. And sometimes more fun when I'm not dying like 20 million times. Trying to... defeat a boss, you know what I mean? Where is he? Where is he? I just want to defeat you so that I can leave this room. There we go! Oh, disappeared again. Oh, slipped. Nice. Oh, more enemies though, I guess. Phew. Okay. Well, there we go. Let's tell Emily about that. There's a control point in here, right? No, because that way was blocked. There's my control point. Back to Central Executive.
Survivors be hiding inside?
It's possible. I remember a report about a similar incident from the Bureau.
Not interesting enough for me to listen.
Sorry, I forget he was a coworker.
Don't apologize. That wasn't the real Tomasi. He died when the hiss got him.
You're right. I just didn't want to be insensitive.
Sentimentality is a weakness in situations like these.
Okay.
That's Bureau 101.
Alright, Emily. You don't need to...
I don't think Emily's in danger of being called sentimental.
Yeah, no, get her. That's so true.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Okay, alright.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
But it's so weird, because she's still, like... doesn't like being called the director and stuff. Ugh. There is some contradictory things going on in this game, for sure. For sure. Okay, you guys, so all that's left to do, I think, is the Foundation DLC. Let me just read a couple of these files that I found, and then I'll wrap up today's stream. So I found a couple more files on the Ordinary AWE, Stage 2. Witness testimonies. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Dylan Faden interview 2002. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide, we called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The not mother lived there with her. Babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Jesse Faden Therapy Session 2010. Extrapolated information, unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple, unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation not mother. Like from Coraline. Ordinary AWE Stage 4B Town Proper Witness Testimonies. We went in and met Polaris like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn, the world fading in for the first time. Familiar but somehow different. Jesse Faden Therapy Session 2010. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the not mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them, all except the hand. Jesse Faden Therapy Session 2010. Extrapolated information, unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation, Polaris. And Sterling summary. So this is about the Sterling AWE. Event summary: a paranatural object appeared in a field outside of the town of Sterling, Colorado, near a billboard advertising redacted. No civilians were injured, though a family dog has been reported as missing since the event. Local authorities arrived on the scene and began issuing orders over a monitored line of communication, using several watchwords flagged by the Bureau, including redacted. Bureau agents from the regional office were dispatched and arrived 2 hours after local police. The situation was contained and analysis began. Bureau research staff arrived the next day and examined the object. After redacted days of evaluation, the object was lifted into an enclosed truck with built-in black rock panels and relocated to Bureau headquarters via the subway transit system leading into the oldest house. Cool.